So, could North Korean leader Kim Jong-un travel to South Korea's southern city of Busan in November? The possibility has been floated before, but new comments from the top office suggest there is a decent chance Kim will make what would be an unprecedented trip to South Korea for an ASEAN forum in a few weeks from now. Now, Seoul believes a visit by Kim would spur denuclearization talks with the United States and hopefully revitalize inter-Korean relations that have turned rather sour in recent months. These latest developments come as President Moon Jae-in departed New York after a few days at the UN General Assembly. Our Shin Se-min starts us off.
South Korea's presidential office on the same page as the nation's intelligence agency that North Korea's Kim Jong-un may in fact visit South Korea for the ASEAN Special Summit in the port city of Busan in November. The backdrop of that, the ongoing discussions between North Korea and the U.S. and between the two Koreas, as well as the National Intelligence Service's claim this week that said the North's leader Kim Jong-un could cross the border again. The prospective nuclear talks between Pyongyang and Washington are feeding the presidential office's optimism, but there may need to be talks between the two Koreas in order to make that trip actually happen. Looking back at President Moon's brief trip to New York and meeting with U.S. President Donald Trump, the presidential office reportedly sees the restarting of the Korean peace process as a major outcome.
제3차 북미 정상회담이 열린다면 아마도 한반도의 비핵화의 새로운 질서가 만들어지는 아주 세계사적인 대전환 이렇게 업적이 될 것이라고 믿습니다.
In addition, President Moon added to the peace blueprint during his keynote speech at the UN General Assembly with his plan to turn one of the most heavily guarded regions in the world into a global peace zone.
유엔과 모든 회원국들에게 한반도의 허리를 가로지르는 비무장지대를 국제평화지대로 만들자는 제안을 하고자 합니다.
One shortfall in what was generally seen as a fruitful trip was the lack of progress in relations with Japan. The presidential office reportedly said the ongoing under-the-table talks with Japan have yet to lead anywhere. So it looks like the embittered relations between the two neighbors won't go away for the time being. Shin Se-min, Arirang News, New York.